Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another one of our Handover Help videos. And today we're taking a look at this, the brand new BMW X7. So there was an awful lot to cover on this car. So let's real quickly turn the camera around and let's get cracking. So the X7, it is the flagship of the BMW X range and it sits within BMW's luxury section. So there is an awful lot to cover on this car. The car we're going to be using today is an X7 xDrive40d M Sport, finished in this stunning skyscraper grey. So without further ado, we'll start down the rear of the car. Of course, it is an electronically folding tailgate. It is sat just underneath here, and then you just press the button down here to drop the second bit. Now again, as I say, it is electronic all the way through, even the bottom. A split folding tailgate is something exceptionally cool. You have got a small parcel shelf in here. If I just remove this, I'm going to show you around some of the features. So it is a 7-seater. As you can see, the seats are here and here. There is a bit of space underneath here for the parcel shelf, which I've put down there for now. But on this left hand side here, you'll see these buttons. Now these are how you control the third row of seats. There's no having to lean in, lift them up in the X7. No, it's at the press of a button. You've also got a max person mode and a max luggage. This is currently sat in the max luggage mode. So you just use these buttons in here to control the rear seats in here. Super easy to do, and then it folds up the rear seats. Let's put the parcel shelf back in for now, because I don't think I'll be too popular if I leave it out. I'll just drop it in, and to drop the boot, it is literally this button up here, and it will actually do both the top and the bottom of the tailgate, the bottom bit and the top bit, all in one go. We jump into the rear seats of the vehicle. They are super luxurious. These big, almost on their own seats. They are electronically movable. Down here we've got ISOFIX points in here and here, a armrest in the middle which does obviously go up, and some cup holders in the middle of there too. Let's open those, there they are. And then in the center, let's just jump in. Down in the center here we have the air conditioning controls. This has climate control in the rear as well, so we've got a heated seat, air conditioning. You can also have it either side too. And then all the way down the bottom, we've got a 12 volt socket and 2 USB-C charging ports. And then above, there is this fabulous Sky Lounge, which actually is covered by the cover at the moment. Let's jump back out and then go and take a look at the interior, because this is where the vast majority of everything that I need to show you is. So as we jump in, on the right hand side, before, it's pretty easy to show you this before we shut the door, you've got the controls for the seats and so on here, your memory functions, so set 1 and 2, unlock, lock, obviously your door handle. You've got your window controls down here, window lock here, the wing mirror controls are here, and there's a button here to open your rear tailgate. Jumping in, this is where we need to really go into it, and I will apologize right now, I probably will miss a few things because there is absolutely loads to go through. So if there is anything that I miss, do please let me know in the comments below. So first things first, let's start on the right hand side down here. You've got your light controls, so your auto and your fog lights, your light controls. Actually, if you press this button, it brings up this screen on the iDrive controller, which then you can go in and just do your rear fog light, your automatic light, your dip beams, your side lights, etc., all on there. Right hand side of the steering wheel, you've got the media controls, so your plus, your minus, your volume. You want to change through from your media to the radio, etc., is be on there. Wipers are behind here. You can literally flick them up into an auto mode and it will do everything itself. The left hand side stalk is your indicators, your high beam, but of course this X7 has got high beam assist, so all you need to do to turn that on is press this button here. Left hand side of the steering wheel, you've got your drive control, so for your speed limiter, your cruise control, your adaptive cruise if the vehicle has it, and so on. Before we take a look at the screen, because there's loads to cover in here, you've got no air conditioning controls Down here, if you want to control where the vents go though, they are these little toggles, and turn them to close the vents. In the middle here, the only buttons that are in here, so your front demist, rear demist, volume, hazard lights, and next tracks. Then in the center here, underneath this really lovely wood trim in this particular car, there is a wireless charging pad in there. You've also got heated and cooled cup holders in this car, which is really cool. Moving to the center, we've still got an iDrive control. As I say, I'll show you the screen in a second. Your stop button, your traction control, your parking button, your Sport, Comfort, Eco Pro, hill descent, auto hold, and your driving control here, so you drive, neutral, reverse. Park is here, and the X7 also has adjustable suspension for the height, so you can have it as the highest mode, which is what this is set at right now. You can have it as an access mode or a midway point. I mean, these seats and stuff are just so lovely, so nice. Up here, you have the controls for the sunroof are here, then your lights here too, and then an SOS button. Now this is an incredibly important button, but hopefully one that you will never ever need to press. If you are in an accident, that button is vital. It will ring through to BMW emergency services, and they can direct the relevant proper emergency services to you. Now, let's go and take a look at the iDrive in here, because this is BMW's latest system. Now, it can be controlled, as I've mentioned, from down here using the iDrive controller, or it is fully touchscreen too. Let's start with the air conditioning. So if you press this little button here, you get the air conditioning menu. So this is set to auto at the moment. So this is what it looks like with auto. If you wanted to turn that off and do it yourself, press this button here. You get a different screen, so you can choose where the air comes out, front demist, the speed, so on. If you wanted both of them to do the same, press sync here. And also if you want the air recirculation, it's this button here. Now, if you want to do your heated steering wheel and your seats, it's this button down here, which you can then obviously control them from there. Really simple, really useful. It does take a little bit of getting used to. Obviously it's slightly different than before, where everything was down here, but now it's all on the touchscreen. If we go into the main menu, I mean, there is so much in here to cover. We highly recommend you link your BMW ID to the vehicle. This will open up a load of additional features too, including preconditioning before you can get out, locking, unlocking. You can also track your vehicle from that system. We've got the personal assistant, where you can say things like, hey BMW, and it's actually not set up at the moment, but it is a really helpful thing in there. You can go in your displays, you can change the heads-up display brightness and so on, which is all up here, the height and so on. Cockpit brightness at night is all in there. Your doors and windows, so you can go into here. I mean, there's just so much to cover. Your lock and unlock, so you can do it so it unlocks only the driver's door or all the doors. You can turn a sound on, you can flash it when it's locking, flash it when it's unlocking, fold the mirrors on lock, unlock at the end of the journey, lock after a certain amount of time. You can close the roof automatically. There is just so much in there. This car also has comfort access, so you can control what you want it to do. So you can have it where so it just unlocks when you walk up to the vehicle, or choose it, well, not to. Keys, you can then have the digital key or the actual vehicle key. You can then use it with a mobile device. This is part of the app as well, so again, I would highly recommend you download the app. Tailgate, you can choose how high you want the tailgate to open, if it only opens the upper tailgate or the lower. You can do both. Open with foot movement, because we've got comfort access, of course. You can also have the windows open by themselves in there too. If we move away from that, you've got your driving settings. So in here you can change different things like the warnings for the speed limit, which actually by law now has to turn on every time you restart the car. However, little trick, if you press and hold the set button on the steering wheel, you can turn it off on there. Drivetrain and chassis, you can change the parking brake modes, Sport individual, Eco Pro individual, and so on and so forth in there. Exterior lighting, quite simple. This one is the same as the button that's repressed over here. That's in there, so I've already shown you that. Interior lighting, so here is where you can do your ambient lighting, the colours and so on. I mean, there's just so many colours to choose from. Let's put lavender so we can see it. You can see it just does the ambient lighting here and round the centre here. Really, really cool. Keys, we've just covered that. It's just a slightly different one. Live vehicle, now this is a really useful one. So it shows you your tyre pressure monitor, oil level, check controls, service, any AdBlue requirements. You've also got a terrain view in here, which is really, really cool, and so on. Mobile devices, this is where you obviously connect your mobile phone, so all you need to do is go into there and follow the instructions. Your vehicle handbook is also in here, so if you wanted to search for anything that you need and require, it's all in there. Parking, same as this parking button down here. Your seat comfort, now you can go in here and control the second row of seats, the front seats, the driver's seat, and so on. Absolutely loads of options in there. System settings is where you can go and change, for example, the units, the sound of your Harman-Kardon sound system or your higher grade sound system. Vehicle status shows, again, same sort of things as live vehicle in there. But other than that, I mean, I'm sure I've missed something, but it's all quite self-explanatory. But obviously it takes a little bit of getting used to, but the big thing with the X7 is just how opulent and amazing it feels in here. So there we go, quite an easy, quick handover help video with the BMW X7. As I say, I've probably missed something, so if you want any more information on the X7 or any more questions, do please pop them in the comments below and I'll do my very best to answer them. And please like this video, subscribe to the channel for plenty more content to come, and I will see you guys again very, very soon.